Can I ask about we last year approved, I think it was 4 behavioral specialists at the elementary level?
Yeah, if you remember, we didn't add any staff. What we did is redistributed staff.
Right.
So I reduced the number of teachers that we had to make our budget work, but I reduced it by 15, I think the number was, and then we allocated 4. We didn't cut all 15. I reallocated 4 positions to those behavioral specialists.
No, what I was just asking, how effective, if those have been very well used and utilized and...
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay.
Absolutely. There's no question that we can absorb any of those behavioral staff. And as I said many times, I believe we're underserving in lots of different parts of our organization. The priority at that point was noticing the behaviors we're seeing at the elementary level, that we dedicated those to staff. Yes.
And would you say that that is would still be our #1 need?
At this point, I'm going to say I'm going to give them any priority without talking to staff. But I will say behavioral specialists, gifted and talented teachers, special education teachers are still in the top tier of things that we need. I believe we're underserving. We're meeting the mandates. Right. I don't want anybody to think we're not, but I think we can expand services in those areas to provide more. And the other piece that we keep coming to, and we have a solution that will come in time, is if we get the capital project for the Career and Tech Center, we have a need to expand those programs as well. Now that's sort of on hold as we get this capital space to provide the space for those additional teachers. But again, we're hitting around the edges.
Okay, so then I guess my request would be if you would speak to your staff and find out. To me, it was very important that we got those behavioral specialists in. I'm imagining 4 was not near enough, but I think I would just like to hear what the #1 or 2 needs are. I recognize we have a $7 million shortfall at this point, but I think it's important that we at least hear where the greatest needs are.
So what you're looking at is if we could add additional staff, what would be our priorities? Got it.
I'm also really glad to hear that we think the behavioral specialists have helped out. What I'd like to see is if we have any data that can show, how that has manifested itself, shown how potential behavioral issues have been better addressed, rather than just going on anecdotal information.
No, the data would be the number of students that we were able to serve, and I can get the increased number of students that we were able to serve and develop behavioral plans for.